Apparently, Gold's Gym would rather prioritize a biological man being in the women's locker room than actual women, okay? Women should be allowed to go to the gym and work out and be in the locker room and feel safe, okay? There are women who have had bad experiences with men, who have been assaulted, who have been attacked, who are maybe mistreated in their upbringing by their fathers, who knows? So when a woman is in a locker room and they see a grown man in there as they're changing, it can be traumatic and scary for some women. We're also in a culture, right? We want women to be hot, right? I love hot chicks. We want girls to be hot and be fit, okay? Guys like it. Everybody likes it. We want these girls to go work out at the gym and be fit. And then you put a bunch of men in their locker rooms and make them feel unsafe. It's disgusting, and shame on Gold's Gym. Shame on Gold's Gym Los Angeles for prioritizing a man over this woman, Tish Hyman. Now, Tish Hyman, she is a black lesbian. Not that we're into identity politics, but I love when the call is coming from inside the house sometimes, right? You've got a black lesbian who the Democrats and the far left think they have on lock. And she's like, no, I don't care what you guys think about me. I want common sense. I don't want a grown-ass man in the locker room. And then I found out online, he allegedly has a rap sheet a mile long. He allegedly has a criminal record, this guy. So you have a grown man with a criminal record, allegedly, in the girls' locker room as they're changing. And then even after the argument, he just waltzes back into the locker room like nothing's wrong, like he won that fight. And I think a lot of these folks are hiding behind sort of like trans and non-binary, but they're actually just creeps. I think they're actually creeps who want to watch women change. This guy makes really no effort to look like a woman, to look feminine whatsoever. He looks like a straight up dude, and he's going into the locker room and making girls uncomfortable. And I want to play you a clip of Tish Hyman in her car discussing this fresh after the incident.
Trans women are going into the women's locker room and not really caring about how women feel about it. And it's really hurtful, yo. Like, how you gonna say you want to be a woman or that you are a woman, but you don't give a fuck how women feel? Today I was naked in the locker room. I turn around and there's a man there in boy clothes, lip gloss, standing there looking at me. I'm butt naked. So the first thing I think is maybe there's a worker in here. Maybe I missed a sign. I say the word sir to say, sir, what are you doing in here? He goes, don't fucking talk to me. I'm a woman. I have a right to be in here. Immediately, I'm fucking pissed because I'm butt naked. I feel violated. I feel like weird. Like, I don't want to deal with this, right?
God bless this woman. God bless Trish Hyman, because she should not have to experience this in the gym. And shout out to all the women and men who have her back on social media. So we just want to say shout out to Tish Hyman. Common sense is back, okay? A majority of the country, an overwhelming majority of the country, they do not think men should be in women's locker rooms or on women's sports teams. But unfortunately, you have this loud, vocal, woke minority that keeps pushing this and pushing this. The one thing I will disagree on with Tish Hyman on, because she spoke about this on social media, she said, what if we just create a locker room for trans people or a sports team for trans people? And I used to think that, actually. I used to say, well, maybe they can have their own league and maybe they can have their own this. But at this point in my life, here we are in 2025, I'm just going to be brutally honest with you guys. It's my job to say what we're all thinking. Why should we have to bend over backward? Bend over backward for like 1% of the population. 1% of the population, maybe. Like, why should we have to create a whole separate bathroom, create a whole separate sports league and do all of that? No, okay? There are some things I don't get to do because of who I am. There are certain things I can't do because, let's say, okay, I'm not a 6'5" freaking ripped guy. I'm not ever going to play for the Dallas Mavericks. Am I going to cry and say, y'all need to create a new league for me because I want to play basketball? No, there are things in life that we don't all get to do. We don't all have carte blanche and entree into every single space just because we want it. And so I don't think we should bend over backwards and capitulate. Most gyms have family restrooms already, or all gender restrooms. I don't think we need to even do more than we're already doing, okay? We don't need to do it. And this narrative from the left that trans folks are second-class citizens or it's unsafe to be trans, they're so protected by the mainstream media and so many of these institutions, especially in major cities. I mean, look what Gold's Gym did. Look what Gold's Gym did. They just told half the population, they told women, F you, we don't care about you women. We're going to prioritize one guy with a male appendage, some sicko who wants to be in the women's locker room. And then y'all try to tell me that trans people are some like underprivileged class of citizens who are oppressed? F you. F you. Okay? I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. It's like that Glamour magazine we spoke about on here. Glamour magazine came out with their Women of the Year issue. They put 9 guys on the cover. They put 9 guys, transgender women, on the cover. So I'm sick of all of this, oh, trans people are under attack and trans people are oppressed. No, they seem to be getting entree into all these spaces and special treatment all the time. I want to talk about snacks for a minute. Back in the day, chips and fries were cooked in tallow. Then the 90s hit and big corporations pushed cheap seed oils. Now those oils are 20% of our calories, linked to inflammation and metabolic problems. Not cool. You guys know I love Vandy crisps, and they are bringing it back with just 3 ingredients: heirloom potatoes, sea salt, and 100% grass-fed beef tallow, no seed oils. That tallow's loaded with nutrients for your skin, brain, and hormones, and it makes these chips taste unreal. You feel light, energized, no bloat or crash like with regular chips. They're 100% American made, no shortcuts, and hands down the best chip I've had. The tallow means you're satisfied without overeating. My favorite, Smokehouse Barbecue. It's next level. Ready to level up your snack game? Give Vandy a try and go to vandycrisps.com/link and use code LINK for 25% off your first order. That's vandycrisps.com/link. Code LINK for 25% off your first order. And if you don't feel like ordering online, that's fine. Vandy is now available nationwide at your local Sprouts supermarket, so stop by and pick up a bag before they are gone.